Hello everybody. See here, this is your first module's sixth video class. In previous video class, we discussed about actors on the scene. Means you saw the what are the actors on the means what are the actors on the scene and what is the work of each actors. So in today's video, we will discuss the responsibilities of database administrators. Means what are the responsibilities of database administrator. Who is the database administrator? Means what? The person who is managing, controlling, means doing the changing, manages the whole database. That person is called as the administrator. Okay. See here, first one is software installation and maintenance. Means how to install the software. These all the responsibilities of this the database administrator, the person who is managing, controlling everything. Means the person who can install the software and maintain that software. According to that software, what are the information in that, then we can store the information in that software. So software installation and maintenance means DBA installs the database software and configures it for use. Means we can use that easily. So then next responsibility of database administrator is database backup and recovery. Means provide the security to the users. Means take if suddenly your means whatever if you have stored the number of data in database, means in one PC, suddenly your system is damaged or anything, accidentally anything is happened. So if you then you want the data is backup, no? So this database administrator, the person who will take the backup of that data, and we can recover that data from this database. That is the work of the database administrators. See here, in the case of a server failure, means suddenly server failure or accidentally your PC or your laptop is damaged, then we can take the backup for that or recover the data from that device. See here, in case of server failure or other form of data loss, the DBA will use existing backups to restore lost information to the system. Means the administrator can restore that information from that system or use the backup. So that purpose this is the main task of responsibility of the database administrator. Means he can provide the security to the users. Means he can take the responsibility of security of that all database. Then designs of schema definition. Design how and what data is stored in DBMS. This is the work of the DBA. Means the database designer, that person will design the database, but according to DBA will tell, according to that that database designer can design that software, design how and what data is stored in DBMS. Means what type of data we can store in that database. This is the responsibility of database administrators. Then next one is defining storage structure. Means how much the storage structure, how much data we can store in that. This is the responsibility of DBA. He has to create appropriate storage structure. Means for if you want to store the large amount of data, so we need a extra hard disk for storage purpose. This is the responsibility of DBA. Then schema and physical organization modification. He has to write the set of definitions that generate modifications to internal system tables. If you want any changes, means if you want any modification in internal table, so he can do. Then next is security and authorization. Means database administrator, the person who is manage and controls the database. means he can provide the security for this. And authorization means only the authorized person can access the information. Unauthorized person cannot access the information, means that permission is not given. See here, security and authorization. He is responsible for ensuring unauthorized data access is not permitted, means unauthorized person cannot access the information, only the authorized person can access the information, means he can provide the security for that database. Then authentication means what? DBA controls who has access and what type of access they are allowed. See, in database there are number of information is stored, so in that some information is confidential, so only the DBA can use that type of information, means end users cannot access that information, because that information is mm, confidential, only the authorized person can use. So DBA controls, he can provide the access, he can give the permission, only access what type of access they are allowed. Means he can see what type of information they can access. They are using, they are watching what type of information, that is the work of DBA. Then integrity constraints. Integrity constraint means what? The data values stored in database must satisfy employee work hours, must not be exceed, means within that time, means time limit is given for each employee. So integrity constraints. Then data availability and recovery failure. DBA must take step to ensure that if system fails, user can continue to access the uncorrupted data as much as possible. Means sudden accidentally your system is fails, so using uncorrupted data they can do their further task. So that is the responsibility of database administrators. Then working with database means how we can work with the database. See here, database consists of tables, records and fields. If you want to store the information according to in that table, we can store the information. See here, tables means what? It is a two-dimensional array containing rows and columns, means it consists of number of rows and number of columns. In that we can store the information. Then records means what? Each row is called as a records. It contains data related to an entity means what? For example, student is one of the entity. What are the information about this student entity? In student's life, what are the information? See, student name, student roll number, date of birth, address, marks, these all the information about the student. So student is one of the entity, so we can store the information one below the other. For example, see a student name, first student name is Ram, so roll number is 1 Ram. Then in that below second roll number Sham, like this one below the other we can store the information, means row wise. This is called as a records. Then fields means what? Each column is called as a fields. It contains the data related to a single attribute of entity. Attribute means what? For example, see, student is one of the entity. Then what are the attributes of student entity? Student name, roll number, address, date of birth, average, then marks, subject. These all the attributes of that student entity. So we can store the this student name in one column, then after that next column, then student registration number, then next column marks of each subject, then average, total. Like this we can store the information. Now we can write down these attributes in each different different columns, mean different fields. This column is called as a fields, and we can store the information one below the other. For example, name of 10 students, so one below the other we can write down the 10 names of students, so we can store that information in row wise. That is called as a records. Then data models. So data models we'll see in next video class.